Hey YouTube, it's Paul here. Got a new light that I want to do a review on. It's a good little piece of gear here. I was walking through Academy not too long ago and come across this light, and it caught my eye for a couple of reasons. I've seen a couple of reviews on this light, one of them from Exacto. A few, I'm not sure exactly who done them. This is the INOVA X1. The couple of things that caught my eye with this light is the size. It's small. It's not tiny. It's not as small as, say, a microstream or my microburst, my Browning microburst, but it's small. I like the colors. I like the two-tone, the black and the silver. I think that looks really good on a light. Looks good on anything, really. And the fact that it was $25. Now, I probably could have went and spent $25 on a Stylus Pro or a microstream or any other light out there, but this one caught my eye because it was there. Like I've said before in my videos, don't like to order stuff off the internet. I like to handle it and touch it and see it. I've ordered things before off the internet and get it, and it's not anything like what I thought it would be. I was disappointed, aggravated. So usually I don't buy too much off the internet. I usually try to buy it at a local store if I can. The price point, the size, and the functionality of this little light. For the price, the light really fits in to my budget and my EDC. I'm just going to run over a few quick specs. I apologize about my voice. I'm trying to fight off a chest cold here. Like I said, this is the INOVA X1. It has two modes. It's got a high and a low, which I'll do beam shots toward the end of the video. But the high, according to the company, it's 55 lumens, and I don't doubt it. To me, it looks to be around the 55 lumen mark, and the low is 6 lumens. Now, my go-to amount of light, since I've had it, has been the low, because it's sufficient with most things that I need to do. I've used the high on a few different occasions, but usually I use my flashlights at work when I'm in a hurry. If I'm on a scene, say a wreck scene or something like that, I'm trying to get something out of a side compartment of the truck. Of course, they're not lighted, so you need a flashlight. Or if I'm on scene somewhere and I need to look at something on the patient, this, that, or the other, or if I get called somewhere and I can't find it on the GPS, which happens a lot, not surprisingly, I got to break out the map book. I get my flashlight out so I can see it better. And the low, the 6 lumens, is great. It's all the light I need. It doesn't blind me, so when I cut the light off, I can't see for a few seconds or anything like that. It's really great, the functionality of the modes and the brightness that this little light offers. The range from the company specs. Now, I've got all these specs off of the INOVA website. You can go back and check these if you want. It's 85 meters. Or excuse me, 81 meters on high, which is 265 feet, and 27 meters on low, which is 88 feet. And I believe it. I went outside and I've tested it, and it's got a pretty good throw for a light of this size and this caliber. It's better than any other LED flashlight that I own, and I own several. This has definitely got a better, more clear, defined throw as far as distance. Run time on high is 1 hour 45 minutes. This is what I like. The run time on low is 40 hours. Now you can't beat that. 40 hours on one AA cell. That's great. And like I said, that's my go-to lumens, or that's my go-to setting, is the 6 lumen low setting. So I don't foresee this thing eating up any kind of battery whatsoever. I don't even think it would do me any good to try to keep rechargeable batteries for it, because by the time I would need it, it would have discharged in my drawer. About the light itself, it is aluminum construction. It is aerospace grade aluminum. I'm sorry. Nothing except the tail cap is threaded together. INOVA doesn't thread anything together except the tail cap. Everything is pressed together, which to me sounds like it would be more reliable, more durable. The main body here, according to INOVA, is made of one solid piece of aluminum. It hasn't been pressed and stretched, and it's machined from one solid piece of aluminum, which again screams durability. screams good workmanship. The fit and finish on this light is great. I've not found any flaws as far as the fit and finish goes. It's got a swinging around the back. It's got a 3-position tail cap. Of course, that means you've got your lockout where you back it off enough it won't come on. You got your momentary where you push it, and then you got the twist where you twist it and it stays on. I don't twist it very often. I find myself using the momentary more often than not, because when I use my light, it's usually in quick bursts. The reflector is actually aluminum reflector. Most of my LED lights, the reflector inside is plastic. Now that doesn't really bother me, but knowing that this reflector, which does have the orange peel, you can't see it with my camera, it does have the orange peel finish inside, but knowing that that reflector is aluminum, I like that. I like the fact that they're putting quality materials into something of this price point. It's got the glass lens on the front. It's not plastic. It's not any kind of impact resistant polymer. It's actually glass, and again, I like that. I like the fact that they put so much attention to the detail in this light for the price point. The LED is a Cree LED, and it's got a run life of 50,000 hours, which is probably more than I'll ever use. Like I said, it's got the 3-position end cap. It's smaller than my Smith & Wesson, which I don't have it here. I would do a size comparison. It's smaller than my Smith & Wesson. I have a tactical Smith & Wesson single AA, but it's bigger than my MicroStream by quite a bit. It's just a single AAA, but it's brighter than the both of them. My Smith & Wesson, I was under the impression that it had more lumens than what it does, but it only has 50, and it only has one mode, and so does my Browning microburst. That has one mode, and it's 20 lumens. So with 55 lumens, this really exceeds any other light that I have. We'll do a quick beam shot, and of course I've got the lights on, so it's not going to be completely dark when I do it. But the first setting is the high. You see the beam. It's got a good beam. It's good clear. Doesn't have too many artifacts in the flood. Of course, for $25 you can't expect it to be perfect. It's not a Phoenix or anything like that, but it's got a good clear beam, good hot spot. That's the high, and that's the low. Still yet a good clean beam, good spread, good flood, highly defined. You can't go wrong with this light. I know I've done reviews on a few other flashlights. I'm kind of a flashlight guy. I like gadgets, and flashlights just falls into that category. I use them every day, more so than probably my multi-tool or my pocket knife. I use my flashlight. But the whole point of this video is to say, if you're looking for a good, high-quality, affordable EDC light to throw in your pocket and use every day, you can't go wrong with the INOVA. I have another INOVA. It was in one of my last videos. I've been carrying it. It's the blue LED INOVA. It doesn't have as many lumens. I believe it's 30 or 33. It's got the 5 blue LEDs on the end of it. I use it at work, mainly for scenes. You pick up body fluids, blood, vomit, things like that. It just kind of makes things stand out to me better. So I don't carry it every day. But this is my second INOVA. Like I said, this is the single AA X1. My other INOVA has 2 CR123s, and that's another big issue with me. I don't necessarily like flashlights that run these higher end batteries. The CR123, they're not that expensive, but for me it's hard to find. I drove everywhere looking for CR123s. I could not find anything where I live. I finally found a couple at work. Jacked them from work. But easy to maintain, single AA battery, find them anywhere. They're cheap. You can buy cheap ones, you can buy higher end ones, rechargeables. The options are so various. But if you guys are looking for a good EDC flashlight, you don't want to spend a ton of money, I highly recommend the INOVA X1. Guys, you have a good night. Rate, comment, subscribe, like it, love it, leave it, whatever you want to do.